Today is 12th of October 2023, Thursday. First of all, the most important practical wisdom. First of all, we should share what Bible says practical wisdom from our own testimony, from our own experiences. This is practical wisdom, you know. And today, a word of practical wisdom from my experiences, from my testimony, which I've tested and I know for sure it works. Okay, this is called practical wisdom in the Bible. When you're under very heavy attacks, there are times when we are attacked more, when we go through more. There are times like that, okay? And as I said, when you feel like you're under very heavy attacks, when you feel the devil very attacks you, do not underestimate strong attacks from devil. When you're very attacked, the most and number one task is just to survive. Just survive another day. And one of the things, when you're under very heavy attacks, when you have hard times, especially which I would like today to share, be careful, you know, devil loves, he wants us to do things like in hurry, you know, like quick, in hurry. I think in English you say hurry, you know, like quick, like fast, like you do tasks fast, quick, in hurry, I think in English. He wants us to have this kind of lifestyle, even when you're not under very heavy attacks. One of very important things, especially and all the time, but especially when you under very heavy attacks, devil wants us to live in hurry, you know, fast, quick, in hurry. Like one task, another task, no break, do it quick, like on the autopilot, do this, and you know, always, we need always do our best, always we need to do our best to get rid of that lifestyle in hurry, you know, eat in hurry, do so many tasks daily, then this, and you feel at the end of the day exhausted, you know, without energy, exhausted, you hate life, you hate another day because everything you did in hurry. But especially when you are under very heavy attacks, especially you need to be careful. Don't do things in hurry, because one thing is, especially be careful with hurry when you under very heavy attacks, because one thing is that you are under huge pain. You are under pain. Spiritual attacks is pain, okay? You go through some kind of pain. So it's hard for you because you're under pain. You need to take it easy for you, because you can't, you know, ignore. You can't, do not underestimate. You can't ignore. It's like when even you have pain in body, we don't ignore. Okay? So we need to be, especially, take it easy. We need to be good for ourselves. Okay? So do only tasks which you have to do. First of all, do tasks which you have to do, especially those which you have to do, and do it with breaks. When you feel under very heavy pain, then, you know, lay down, or, you know, and then try, you know, delete that hurry, because that hurry that you do fast, you do quick, that hurry plus pain, because under heavy attacks it's pain, we struggle, we exhausted. Harry plus pain equals like explosion, like kind of like explosion, like it's too much for you, and then you will like explode with anger, with anything, you know. It can end very, it depends from attacks, but it can end very even dangerous when you go through explosion. Anything, you can harm your body, anything. It depends from what kind of attacks you go through, you know. Pain plus Harry equals explosion. And I know from my testimony, I know, okay? If you, one thing is that we go through heavy attacks, okay? And there's nothing we can do. But another thing, what we can do, when we observe that we are under heavy pain, under heavy attacks, what we can do do our best to delete that Harry. That, you know, doing quick, doing fast, without breaks, do this, so many tasks, and you in pain, then you will explode. But okay, we have still tasks to do, things to do, and God gives pain. But what I do, what my system is, write down what you have to do for another day, and first do things which you really have to do. Do things which you have to do with breaks. Do when you feel like you exhausted, is too hard, make a break. You know, be good for yourself. When you need to lie down in bed, lie down. Then, you know, with breaks. When you feel like you can do now, then take that time when you feel you stronger, that you can do. You know, it's not just, you know, with breaks, even slower with breaks. And first of all, tasks which you have to do, and give yourself permission to in free time to lay down, watch series or some movie, to relax, you know. Give yourself permission to rest, to lie down in your free time. Depends, you will feel how, okay guys? But remember about that Harry. Always we have to remember, because this is his tool, his weapon number one. When he will put us to Harry, even when you're not under heavy attacks, his tool, his goal number one, to manipulate, to control, to destroy, that we will be exhausted, that we will feel we will have this kind of explosion, you know, we'll lose control, we will feel exhausted, we will the most he wants at the end to us to give up. At the end, he can lead us to give up completely on fate, or it can, when you're under heavy attacks and Harry, it can even be dangerous, you know. When you go, then definitely heavy attacks plus Harry equals explosion. Harry equals explosion even without heavy attacks, but plus heavy attacks equals huge explosion, and it can end dangers for our body. It can, anything can happen, you know what I mean, okay? So definitely do your best to get rid of that Harry, that doing things fast, doing things quick. Devil use it. Even, you know, you do this, we don't even think if we should make break, or, you know, make breaks. Think if you have to do it today. Maybe there are things you don't have to do, then don't do what you have to do, okay? This today I would like to share. This is his weapon number one, to manipulate, to control, to lead us to explosion, to exhaustion, you know, that we will feel like at the end, the most he would like us to give up. He would like, you know, things could, it can be, especially under very heavy attacks, plus Harry, explosion, and it can end very dangerous. As I said, do not underestimate strong attacks from devil, okay? The most and number one task is just to survive, and that's huge task. Do the task which you have to do when you're under very heavy attacks. You will observe when will get better. One day can be better. 1 hour can be better. Then take, do what you can. When you see it's hard, take it more easy. Do things which you have to do. Okay. Do things which you have to do. And give yourself permission to lay down in bed, to rest. You will see how much you can. Okay. This I would like to share for today.